Falafel is one of those foods I didn't realize I loved until I had a proper falafel. Early in my life, I had a lot of really lousy falafels. And the first time I had a really well-made, tasty, from scratch, freshly cooked falafel, I was like, wow, okay, what have I been missing? Today was gonna be my attempt at a authentic falafel. I'll just show you what we got on the table right now. It's about a cup of chickpeas that were soaked overnight with a little baking soda. Got some white onion, garlic clove, parsley, coriander. We have cumin, we have cardamom, we have za'atar, we have coriander, we have salt. This is chickpea flour, and this is a little more baking soda. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make the falafel mix. Then we're gonna make the sauce that goes with it. And then we're gonna fry up some falafels. I actually stole my wife's Ninja from the house. Basically start loading the onions, the garlic. Just gonna give this a rough chop. More than that. Okay, how does this work again? All right, yeah, no, that's. You don't want to make a puree. You don't want it to be much, but that's why you use dry chickpeas and you soak them, because they're still really hard. You're not gonna end up making baby food with that. You know, most recipes say to pulse it, but it's gonna take me a while to get a texture that's nice enough to make. It's gonna be grainy. It's gonna look like coarse sand. There we go. We're almost there. I'm gonna scrape down the sides a bit, and right now at this point I will put all our spices in. And that's what makes this recipe really good, is all the herbs and all the spices. And one last blend should get it done. Texture-wise, like I said, it kind of looks like coarse sand. I like to add a little sesame seed. All right. A little extra texture, a little extra flavor. As you can see, it's pretty crumbly. About a half a teaspoon of baking soda. And I'm using chickpea flour. This is about 6 tablespoons. We're gonna mix it up bit by bit. Yeah, that's gonna take it all, okay. And this is gonna be your binder. And at some point, I will get my hands in there to feel the texture. I'm just gonna test this right now. So I just wanna see that it can hold its shape. And yeah, it should be able to hold its shape. So what I'll do, smell that. Yeah, it smells pretty good. We're gonna make a tahini sauce next. I'll just put this in the fridge to let it set up, and then we'll fry it up and we'll start having some fun. We're gonna use tahini to make the tahini sauce. So tahini, for those who don't know, is a sesame puree, sesame paste. Yeah, really tasty, a lot of great applications. But for this kind of dish, you gotta liven it up a bit, and we're gonna do that. So I've got about a half a cup of tahini going in here, 2 garlic cloves, 1/4 cup of lemon juice. We need a 1/4 cup of water, cold water. Half a teaspoon of salt. It's cumin, and we're gonna go about a 1/4 teaspoon. This is pretty much why I brought the Ninja, because this smoothie attachment is perfect for making a quick sauce like this. It's gonna sit right on top. It's gonna thicken up nice. A little shake. Yeah. We're in business. That's our tahini sauce that'll go with our falafel. So we're gonna start shaping the falafel balls. I got myself a little falafel, I don't know, maker. You basically pull the trigger back, then you can stuff your falafel in and you hold the trigger down. I got this off Amazon. The spoon was a bit small for my likings, but you know, press it in, shape nice and tight, and then release. Okay. Thing is, I got trust issues, so I'm probably gonna end up tightening this by hand to make sure it doesn't come apart on me on camera. I'm actually kind of excited about this one because I think our Middle Eastern fan base, I think I might get props on this one. All right, we got about a dozen here. I'd say we have enough to make another, probably close to another 8. I'd say this recipe makes about 20 to 22 falafel. It's enough to feed a family, that's for sure, because this is like pure protein. It's pure ground chickpeas though, so they're filling. Now, because I have trust issues, I'm gonna give them a little squeeze, okay? Just to make sure they don't come apart on me in the pan. I fried it at different temps, but I kind of like 320 as a starting point. Use a neutral oil, avocado, vegetable, canola, depending on your beliefs. And you know, yeah, but you want a neutral oil. You don't want to fry in something like olive. Those who don't like the vegetable or the canola oil, they can use avocado oil. Is probably your best bet. Oil's hot enough. I'm gonna get as many in as I can to fit comfortably. And a couple minutes into the fry, I'll lower the heat so the oil doesn't keep, the oil's gonna cool now as I add in all the falafel, but as it picks up heat, I'll lower the heat a bit. See? And then we'll get them all in here. So you want them nice and golden and crispy? Yeah, I got them all turned. I overcrowded the pan a little bit, so don't do that at home, okay? But we're good. Now I'm just turning them around, making sure that they're perfectly golden on all sides there. You can see we're getting there. Like I want a bit more color than this, but they're looking really good. Once you cook these, they're meant to be eaten same day. They're not meant to go in the fridge and then reheat and no. I'm fairly confident that we're looking pretty good, so let's start pulling these out. And I'll get them on a wire rack here. Let's get these in better light. I'm gonna burn my fin. So we're kind of winging this at this point, but I'm gonna make a bowl with the falafel, and Spiro's gonna make a wrap after. I decided to use a little couscous. There's just a bit of olive oil in here right now. I'm just gonna add a little vinegar, a little red wine vinegar. It's gonna go right in the bowl. Cut up some cucumber. Line in the bowl with whatever you want. We took a shortcut today. I went to our little Lebanese market and I got some turnips. Okay, you can't make everything yourself. Some hummus. I'm gonna put a little hummus on the side of the bowl right here. I guess we'll do a hummus video one day. We got some red onion, put some tomato, and throw that in the dish over here. Okay, these are tiny little baby ones, so I'm not even gonna cut them. We're gonna put some gherkins like this. We haven't tried these yet, eh? Let's go. Nice five falafels. Our tahini sauce all over that falafel. And I even bought a few dolmadas. I've never made these. I'd have to get my mother-in-law in here. This is a pan. Once you make the falafel a pantry style lunch, you know, it was some stuff I bought at the store, put it together, and you got a beautiful falafel bowl.
Can we see the inside of one?
Yeah. Let's go. Oh yeah. This is what you want to see. This is that color. Spiro's gonna wrap you guys a nice sandwich now.
Sash bread, sir. Keep in mind it's the first time I'm doing this with the sash bread. I'm gonna start with a bit of hummus. Do our next spread. Slices of tomato, gherkins, peppers, hot peppers, turnips, and our famous falafel that Steve just made us on camera. We'll flatten them out a little bit.
Yeah, just give it a nice little. Got room here. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Good luck wrapping that one, boy.
Some tahini that Steve made from scratch. We'll finish her off with some onion.
Yeah.
That's it. Now we're gonna wrap her up. Should be ready to go. One falafel wrapper over here.
We're gonna throw this in the oven for Spiro. We don't have a flat top, but the grill's not on, so we're just gonna toast it up a bit.
All right, wraps out of the oven. Nice crisp.
Open her up, bro. There we go. What we have here is me and Spiro's falafel bowl. Our falafel wrap. That's for you, okay, buddy? Cheers, bro.
Cheers, bro.
Let's try that out.
Wow. Nailed it. So good.
Nothing left to say.